Good afternoon, everybody. PA Figs here. So there's something I want to show you guys today, and that is what is the beginning of our spotted lanternfly problem. Not to be confused with our spotted winged Drosophila, SWD. So the spotted lanternflies were imported pretty much directly into our county. The first instance of them showing up in New York. And they have 3 stages they go through. So let me see if I can get a close-up here of this guy. This is the first stage that we normally see for the spotted lanternfly. And you can see they are pretty tiny, but this is kind of what they look like. And they're quick. Not as quick as when they're older, though, so you could probably sit here all day trying to find them, but they do jump, and they jump more and more as they get older. Let's see if I can find another one. Okay, here is another one to show. Apologize, it's a bit windy out here, and these are tiny. But this is what they look like. They're kind of a neat looking critter. I mean, they're a neat looking critter all the way through their life cycle. I'd like to try to catch it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Let's see. They haven't been too much of an issue for me. Oh, I have no idea where that guy went. They say that they're pretty bad for the grapevines and, oh, there he is. And a lot of blackberries and, vines and softer wooded trees. I haven't, at least noticeably, seen the issue. Now, it could just be that I control for the SWDs by spraying, and maybe that takes care of a lot of them. I will say the amount we have seen over the last year or two has been much smaller than the amount we saw a few years back when they first started. It's almost like it took a while for the predators to realize that they were bad and to start taking care of them, and then nature kind of somewhat corrected itself, I think. But you can see that they're starting to hatch, and the worst years there'll be quite a few of these. With no exaggeration, you'll have swarms of them covering your trees everywhere, and they're everywhere. They're almost like little jumping, I don't know what you want to call them. They remind me of pheasants. When you chase a pheasant, it will prefer to run and hide until you get close enough, and then it'll fly away. And that's kind of how these things react. They will try to jump away and run away from you, and flying is their last, chance of escape. But yeah, I am starting to see them here. Looking a little closer, I am seeing quite a few of them. So they do squish, but they are very quick and pretty hard to get. And even me trying to squish them here, I'm pretty sure I'm missing. It looks like I'm getting them, but they jump away last second, so they're kind of hard to get. Okay, well, enough on the spotted lanternfly. I thought you guys would like to see that. The next phase in a couple of weeks that you'll see is they will be actually bright red. Those black beetles will turn into a bright red spotted beetle. And again, they're pretty neat looking. And then from there, they'll go to their final stage of, I guess they're considered a lanternfly. They look like some sort of giant ladybug, I guess. But I am noticing that my black Madeira is starting to put out some gorgeous little figs. And I am definitely excited about that. And this guy got no head start. He was in the garage. So I'm actually surprised because what is it, June, start of June here, and that's really a good sign considering how far behind I was this year. It looks like Mother Nature's catching up. It was in the 90s today. It's been the 90s the last couple days. God, now I can't unsee these spotted lanternflies. Now watch how quick. See if I can show you. Watch how quick he moves away from my pinch. I don't know if you can see that. I did not get him. He jumped away, and they're quick little suckers, so they're very, very difficult to kill. Anyway, enough of those. So yeah, the trees are doing well. Interested to know. So I woke up last night with multiple times, same nightmare, same exact nightmare. Woke up that my trees had been stolen. Don't remember ever having that dream, but I'm curious to if any of you guys have ever had that type of nightmare. And hopefully it is not a premonition or a sign of things to come or anything like that. I think it really is just telling me that I'm looking forward to fig season more than normal with everything that's been going on, all the craziness, and just my subconscious's way of expressing it maybe. I don't know. One more thing I want to show you in the backyard. Alright, maybe a couple things to show. But here is my white Madeira breba. It is almost ripe. I think tomorrow. It's not quite as soft as I'd like it to be, but it's getting there. And with the rain expected this weekend, I think tomorrow is going to be the day to pick it. So we'll see what happens there. And then I wanted to show you a fig that I have in the greenhouse. Alright, it's a little bit loud in here with the exhaust fan running. You can see it's about 108 degrees, 106 degrees in here. It's warm. It's been very, very hot out, and the greenhouse just doesn't have enough cooling to keep up with it. But this is what I wanted to show you. This is my Bordeaux Negra Ramada. And how beautiful is that? It's doing great here in the greenhouse. I do have to be careful because it does have... Fisher, get out of there. It does have mealybugs. So I did take it out today to give it a rinse. And when I took it out, I noticed something neat that I wanted to show you guys. Here it is. If you look at this little cluster of figs here. How unique. I have a pure albino fig next to a fully green fig, fully green fig, fully green fig. So, what I was thinking is, I have to be careful. This branch may have reverted and no longer be variegated here. But you see, it's got a green fig, variegated fig, and then this fig's a little too early to tell, and then a green fig, and another green fig. So it almost looks like it's trying to lose its variegation. So if that happens, I'll actually come in here and cut this branch off so I don't lose variegation on this tree. But this guy is very rare for me, at least. Very rarely do I get a purely albino fig. And actually, there is a little tiny stripe of green you might be able to see there, but it's still very, very unusual. Okay, and then behind it you can see that that variegation actually goes all the way into one of the leaves. It's pretty neat. All right, and then one more thing, which is not fig related, but tomatoes. And I'm not a huge tomato fan, but these have been pretty good. And these are really early for us here in Pennsylvania, thanks to the greenhouse. But they were actually pretty tasty. I'll eat a tomato here or there. I prefer them cooked rather than raw, but with a little salt, not too terrible. Alright, I gotta get out of this greenhouse. It is hot in this greenhouse. And that's pretty much all I had for an update. Just wanted to kind of go through a couple things real quick there and show you guys. Not as much to complain about right now with the lockdown being lifted. So we did manage to go out to a lunch on an outside dining, and then, what was that, yesterday? And then I think next Friday we begin to be able to do indoor dining here in Pennsylvania. New York is able to do indoor dining where I travel to a lot this Friday. So I think we're going to head up there, spend a little time with friends, and enjoy some of the perks of not being as restricted. So we will see. I hope everybody else is taking care through the times here and is looking forward to fig season as much as I am. Hopeful that maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, we'll have our first ripe fig of the 2020 season to try, thanks to a head start in the greenhouse. So I'll keep you guys informed. I'm PA Figs. Take care.